Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I pray for you all. God give you a long life and you live always happily there. Please like and share this video and also subscribe my YouTube channel. I have a request to you all. Watch this video till end for supporting me. So let's start today's information. These are some updates on dinar.
Before starting the video, I have to tell you something. Go to google.com and search dinaropinions.com and open this site. Here you can see the latest news, dinar opinions, and dinar guru updates on a single page. So visit this site for more information.
TV shows USA Treasury personnel and they're saying to us that Iraq is very close to completing their money transfers to electronic to offset money laundering. To see it coming from the US Treasury is good. You ain't close, dude. Horseshoes and grenades are close. This is pinpoint laser accurate. It is done. It is being announced. Article, Prime Minister, we are working to support investments that aim to diversify the economy away from oil. They need to step away from oil. That's a world trade requirement. They need additional forms of revenue streams to join the world trade. They can't have just oil as a revenue stream. That's why they really have to roll out taxation and implement. What if the US changes its leadership and decides to tap its resources more aggressively? Would that really cause oil prices to plunge? And how would that affect countries like Iraq? Today, we are diving deep into comment that says if Trump gets elected and the US digs into baby digs, oil prices might drop like a rock. Also, there's a nod to Iraq needing motivation and the impressive fact that its non-oil economy grew by 6%. This topic is layered with political, economic, and social implications that affect millions. So, grab a seat as we explore how US policies can ripple across the globe, particularly in Iraq. First, let's set the stage with some context. The comment suggests that if Trump gets elected, he could bring back oil drilling policies similar to those during his previous term. When oil supply increases, prices tend to drop. Oil prices are directly linked to global demand and supply. If the US produces more oil, especially from new wells or baby digs, it could saturate the market. What happens when there's more oil than buyers want? That's right, prices fall. Now, let's zoom in on Iraq. Iraq heavily relies on oil revenue. The country's economy is highly dependent, making it vulnerable to fluctuations in oil prices. When prices drop, the government faces budget shortfalls. And what follows? A shift towards austerity measures. This means cutting back on public spending, which can affect education, healthcare, and social services. This situation puts immense pressure on ordinary Iraqis. If the US was to ramp up its oil production, Iraq might find itself facing harsh austerity measures once again. On the other hand, we have to consider the recent news from the US Treasury. They reported that Iraq's non-oil economy grew by 6%. That's a considerable rate. This growth could signify that Iraq is working towards diversifying its economy. Expanding sectors like agriculture or tourism could help lessen the economic blow of falling oil prices. But, here's where motivation comes in. Iraq needs a solid plan and genuine support to continue this trajectory. Investments in infrastructure, education, and local businesses would help propel this growth forward. Right now, many people hope for a political change that could drive better economic policy and stability. President Trump's potential return could shape many of these outcomes. His administration focused heavily on America first, which might lead to less concern for international oil markets. But there's a flip side. If he does prioritize oil production in the US, other oil-dependent nations might face serious challenges. We can also highlight the role of international cooperation. Countries that import Iraqi oil also have a stake in its stability. Lower oil prices in the US may improve consumer sentiment, but it can mean a rocky road for Iraq. So, what can Iraq do? Implementing effective governance could lead to better economic outcomes. Increasing investment in non-oil sectors is crucial for long-term growth. This not only reduces dependency on oil but also creates jobs. And we can't overlook the power of grassroots motivation. Iraqi citizens can push for changes, promote local businesses, and support each other. Community engagement can lead to improved facilities and services even in an economically challenging environment. Having motivated citizens can create a ripple effect for positive changes. Ultimately, if we step back and look at the bigger picture, it becomes clear. Global events, like U.S. elections and oil production policies, affect countries like Iraq in complex ways. While Iraqi's non-oil economy shows promise, the situation remains fragile. A drop in oil prices could lead to serious challenges, especially if the U.S. leans heavily into oil production again. But before we wrap this up, let's hear from you. Do you think a change in U.S. leadership will impact Iraq's economy? What do you think Iraq needs to do to build resilience? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.